JoJo with JoJo Crosses here, and we are on Pinwheel. Today we're going to work on our purple area of the island, as you can probably tell from my cute little purple dress. And yeah, so I'm at the top of the hill over here in the purple section. You can see my beautiful castle in the background. We've got Static's house down here, and we've got our little pathway that heads up this way. All right, so what I would like to do is I want to put a little lavender factory up here. Yes, I know. Really original, Joe. You've already done this before. Well, there's not a lot of ideas I have with this. And here's the other thing. The game does not have a ton of choices. So, just saying, this is what I have. So, we're going to go ahead and start by decorating up here. I'd like to go ahead and put down some sort of pattern that we're going to put underneath the factory. I don't really have a good amount of patterns that would work under there. So what I think I'm going to do is probably just put down some floral design or something like that. I do have like these flowers here, and then I have a blanket pattern, but unfortunately it's very rare. I guess we'll go with these. I mean, honestly, it's like the best thing I have, and most of it will be covered up by the factories, so I don't think I have to worry too much about it. So let me cover the floor over here with all of this patterning, and I will be right back. Okay, we'll see how this works out. I may have to make this hill a little bigger or something like that. We'll see. But for right now, I would like to put a big tank in the background here, and I did pull some things out and get it all ready to go. But this one here, I'd like to put out. And yes, they do not have a purple tank, unfortunately, so this is just what we have. And then I do have these meter and pipes. I've done, like I said, I have done this before. There's nothing super original about this. Oh my gosh, girl, grab it. Hang on, I gotta pull it out a second. Sadly enough, it's one of those really narrow ones where you have to like grab it the right way. Okay, let me put this off to the side here. I actually kind of liked it a little bit in front of the tank, so it kind of looks like it's connected. So let me try this. Perfect. Okay. And then back here, I'm going to put in a couple of storefronts just for structure. They are not at all purple. Unfortunately, they're white. Hold on, let me get a little more over. It's going to yell at me, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there we go. All right, there's one. Actually, do I need to have it the other direction? I might. I might need to have it the other direction. Let's do it this way. All right, squeeze that back there. And I'm going to put another one right beside it, so might as well go right here and do that. And I may need to remove some of this stuff too, you know. So let's throw that in the back here. And then I did download. I did get some of these festival stalls. So I'm gonna use that as like a background for the. Actually, you know what? No, I think I changed my mind. Yes, I did. I'm trying to think about it. I think what we decided to do is the pergola. Which, here it is. Okay, perfecto. There's no room. Oh, I forget. It's really huge, so you have to have a lot of room. All right, let's throw that in right there. Okay, and then I think what we were gonna do is this. Yeah, actually the structure is different. I forgot what I was doing here. this is what I needed to do, is turn it. I'm trying to remember because I've done this before, but it has been a hot minute. And the structure of the building is like incredibly, I don't know, it's different. But I'm using the gazebo or the pergola as just a filler to make it look like a roof. Oh my gosh, see how big it is? You have to actually stand way to the back. Okay, perfect. I don't think I can get any closer to that side now. Okay, and then on this side, we're gonna do another storefront, like such. Perfect. That's, whoops, that's as far back as it can go there. And same with this one. Perfecto. Okay. Now we're gonna put some storefronts on the front. And I just need a couple on either side to cover up the back side of this thing. Yeah, I am gonna have to expand this out maybe a little bit because I want to put the stalls and stuff in the front of these to kind of make it look a little more purpley, you know. I guess I could do it this way. Let me see. I don't really need the other ones if I've got this, but I do need to put some more pattern down. Yeah. All right. Yes, I'm gonna have to expand this out. I might come all the way out to here. So let me go down and do that real quick because my estimation of what I needed up here was very low. But on my defense, I made this before I even started this. So yeah. All right, let me put on my handy dandy helmet because I'm going to have to do the structure below and then above it. So I don't have to do too much, just a little bit of improvements in size of the cliff down here. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'll just take you with me because, you know, whatever. It won't be too much It's not like I'm going to be here all day terraforming, which can be, you know, one of those things. It's like, okay, I've seen enough. All right, let's put that there. I'm not sure. Let's see how far over I need to be. Not too far over on this side, so I can kind of keep what I had going on over here pretty well. We'll go ahead and do one more here to kind of make it look a little more roundy. And then this one, let's see. I need to go out here and here. Probably even to here because it's gonna need to level that out. Okay. And then we can round this part here, and I think that should be good. I might bump this one out one more. We'll see. Let me do a couple more this way, just in case I need a little more of a walkway. There we go. Most of this down here is going to be our lavender field where I'm standing. And then there'll be some more lavender up above too. I've never, oh wait. Yeah, okay, so let me do that. Alright, so we've got this. We'll go across with this. I'd like to bump it out like maybe 2 or 3. Maybe 2. I want to have some walking space up here. But I don't have to have, it doesn't have to be too crazy. Alright, so I like that edge. I'm going to keep that the way it is. And then we're going to go this way. And like I said, this hill will be full of lavender, of basically hyacinths everywhere. So yeah, that should be good. Let's go ahead and expand this out a couple here just to make it look a little less crampy up there since we can. Perfect. And then I'm going to climb back up. And then let's try seeing if we can make this work now. So let's put that stall in. That's really cute, actually. Not too shabby. Yeah, I like it. Alright. I think I could put another tank on this side. We can take some of this flower situation out. So I only want it to be under the items. I don't really want it to be like out here. So like this part is probably not necessary right here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn some of this back into grass because actually, well, yeah, let me see. If I want to put another tank here, I think I'm going to have to take out this section right here. Whoops, what am I doing? I think that might be enough, but this step will not work here, so we'll get rid of that. Okay, let me do this. And then let me get my little pattern up, and we'll put that back down. All right, I think it's going to have to go out to here. All right, and then let's put another tank. Okay, throw this back and move it over a bit. Okay, perfect. And then, yeah, I think, no, I am gonna need it there. I was like, do I need this? Wait, go, 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 go. Get at. Ugh, sometimes this game. It's like, come on! It's okay, though. Okay, let me put that back. And then I am going to have to change the design that's on the ground below me because it's way too, I don't know, duplicative of what's going on over here. All right, perfect. All right. And then over here, I have these simple panels, and I thought, you know, I'm going to throw some of those on here. I don't know if it'll add to it at all, but if anything, it might just kind of cover up some of the side stuff that looks a little, I don't know, not matchy. Okay, that could actually work to bulk it up a little bit too. Do I like that? I don't think I do, actually. I don't. Now I'm not feeling like it's very necessary, so that's fine. Let me throw one in this little crack to match. Whoops. Let me just pull this little monkey out. All right, there we go. And then I'll just throw a little simple panel in on the side here too. Just so, you know, we don't need to be walking back there. Uh-oh, hello. There we go. That's exactly where I wanted it. All right, let's throw this back over here. Very good. Okay, and now we have some room to put some stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in here on the stall. I feel like it needs to be like something that looks like candles and things like that that are made out of lavender. So we'll probably do that sort of thing. I think on this, we're just going to switch the type of flower I have on this one. How dare you, little girl! How dare you? Oh, my little mini JoJo is not being friendly. Okay, let's try this. Oh, little JoJo, you need to behave yourself right now. You're gonna get the paddle. Just kidding. Not really. We don't do that. We are a gentle, cozy community here. Okay, let's go back over here and get this done. All right. All right, and then let's put the other one here instead. And then I'm just gonna probably take that one out and I'll move something else in here because I want to steer it more the other way. You know what I mean? All right, and let's put some mushrooms out here too. And then I'm going to move these ones, and I'm going to put this other flower that I have that has not been getting... Oh, actually, that's already in there. Let's do this one. We don't have a ring yet. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so let's see. Now up here, let me see what else we can do. This is the sad news. There's not a ton of like different things that are purple. Like, it's really weird, but I'm thinking we might just make this all a field up here. So let me start planting some lavender. It'll also help cover up those flowers back there. All right, I will get these all planted and then I will come right back with you as soon as I get them in here. Actually, I realized I need to put some of the decor down first or else it's not going to be able to fit. So I want to put this little purple planter out right here. I'm wondering, let's see, let me pick this up. Let's put another planter here. All right, and I'm going to scooch that in just a bit right there. And then I want to put down one of these little simple, I think it's a, what is it called? Simple stool. It's the only purple thing. Whoops, get over here. Get over here. And then I'm going to put a butterfly on that because it's right here on the edge and people will be able to see it. It will be super cute. Actually, you know what would make more sense? The log. I just saw it on my way by and I was like, wait. The little mushy log will be cute. I wish you could change that to the white color. You know what I mean? Like the log part of it. I wish you could change that. That would be really nice. Also, let me see if I can get over here. Yes. Let me fix this because I need to fix this so I have somewhere to step. Whoops, that's not the right one. Alright, and then I want to put another butterfly over here on the edge flying the other direction so that they'll look kind of like they're together. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll do that, and then let me see if I can actually like bump this back out. There we go, and then let me do this. There we go. I think that's back to the way it was. Very good, very good. Okay, let's head over this way. As far as this goes, I feel like we could put like a cute little stool over here. I just want to put some things around that are just kind of sitting out, you know. And then we could put like one of these little stepper things. Can you put anything on this stool? I don't know. I've never tried. Let me try it. Let me try. What can I put on here? I have a hyacinth lamp. Let me see if that will go on there. Oh, it will. Okay, that works. We could have hyacinth lamps for sale too. I feel like that could be a thing. Like you get a lamp made out of a hyacinth. Amazing. No, why would it do that? I was turned. Okay, game, you are the devil. Let me pick this up. Oh my goodness. Seriously, how hard was that? How hard was it? All right, perfecto. The other thing I have are these flower stands. I don't know if those are gonna work in here very well. I do want to go ahead and get one of the little candles and stuff. So I need to grab some of those. And what else did I think about? Oh, I thought this umbrella was super cute. I don't think it's gonna go up here though. We might make a little picnic in the field of lavender down here or something like that, and we'll put it in there. Okay, hold on. Let me grab a few more things and change some stuff up. Okay, I think I got myself together and got a plan here. I am going to pull this out so that I can put the, it's coconut oil, but in order for the wrapper on the front not to show, you have to load it from the front. So it still kind of shows, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. Where is it though? That is the problem. Is it over here? Dang it, why can't, oh, it's this, hello, ha! Alright, let me throw that, perfect. Oh, yeah, you can't really see it that way. That's great, okay. I feel like that, I wish you could change the label on that, but you cannot, so whatever, it's fine. Then I wanted to put down this candle that I have up here. So we're gonna place that. That's a purple one, so that looks like a lavender candle. And then I did grab this humidifier. I thought that could be another thing that, you know, they're selling. And then I did get this shell lights, lamps, and I thought those would look cute out here, just lighting up the edge. So I could go ahead and put a few of those down here. And then I totally forgot about these umbrellas that I loaded. And so I will show you those, and they're actually really cute. They look like baskets of lavender or whatever, crates of lavender. I have to go into here, and then if I go in this direction, it is right here. So we're going to display here, and then you basically just take this and turn it. And it looks like a little basket of lavender. Is that not cute? And I think I'll still be able to get by, yes. So I'm going to put another one right here. I just didn't want to block like the whole area with it. So wait, I think this goes here. Can I still walk? I can. Okay, and then let me put that back down again and see if this works here. Display here. Okay, and then we're going to take that off, turn it. All right, beauty. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of design out here. What I have going is I do have some planks, so that's nice. Let's see. These ones. But I can't do it in the direction I'm in, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put like a little flower here. Oh, okay, I guess it won't go between the two. I guess it won't go between the two, that's fine. So let's do this. And we're going to do this and this. And then we're going to do it again just to show that it's a little walkway. Cool, okay. And then let's go up in here and put some little mushies out. Can I put a lavender here? That is the question. I cannot. Okay, well, maybe I'll take this out and put a lavender here instead. Alright, there we go. Okay, and then right here we need some more pathing, so I'm going to put one more of those circles down that I have going all the way around. So let me do this. Is that blending with the other one? No, good. Whoops, hello. I'm getting so much lag on this island now. It's absolutely crazy. All right. That's just showing that there's a lot going on over here. All right, and then I think I'll go ahead and put another one of those paths I have over there, the blanket path, because it's super cute. And then I'm just gonna go ham on the lavender over here. So you are just gonna see lavender everywhere, wherever it will go, which is not there apparently, but we can put another one over here. There we go. And then let me do this. We'll put some more here. Wherever I can fit. Beauty. And then I think we can put a couple in here. Alright. And then we're going to put a few out here. I need to move over one. There we go. Yay! Okay, so this is the top here for the lavender. I think that turned out pretty cute. Wait, that is white over there, right? Oh, it is. The shadowing was making it look silver. I'm like, did I pick the wrong one? Okay, perfect. Okay, let's head this direction. Come on down. And then in here, you know what we're gonna do? Lavender. I will see if I can find a few little things to put in here though, because I don't really want it to be, you know, I want it to have something interesting in here. So let me see what I can find to put in here. Okay, I am gonna work on this little shelf area here, but it's gonna be annoyingly static sounding for just a minute because of the waterfall. So bear with me, but we're gonna go ahead and throw some things over here just to to get it decorated so we can move on. So I'm gonna throw one of these mush logs over here, and then I would like to put a little hyacinth lamp on top of that, which is over, whoops, here. Place item. All right, and then I want to go ahead and put some more lavender in here just to, you know, this is what it's about up here, right? So let's do that. And then I thought a little bit of fencing would be kind of cute, so I added that on here. I'm going to add a couple of pieces along the edge. Maybe just one piece, right? Oh my gosh, girl. Let me see. Let me try it from this direction. I actually don't think I can because of that. So let's just put one piece, and then let me go ahead and go, girl. There we go. Back. Nope. Let's play Jump the Cavern. Okay, can I jump to that part? I can. Okay, and now I want to put a piece of lavender here, or a piece, a plant. There we go. All right, sounds good. Okay. Oh my gosh, Joe. All right, and then now we're a little bit away from the water, which is helpful. Let me plant a little bit of lavender along the edge here just to get it kind of filled in, so that we can move past the watery area there. Okay, the other thing that I have in my pocket, I have a lot of little things that are purple, but whether or not they're like the best choice for these areas, I don't know. I will put that down below. Let's see here. Some of this stuff I won't really need anymore. Oh, I wanted to put this giant teddy bear somewhere, but he is huge. Will he sit up here? Let's see if he will. I mean, he's ginormous, yeah. He may not fit in that area. Let me try moving a little bit. Whoops. He's really big, yeah. How much does he need? Like a 6x6? Maybe if I bump that out just a tiny bit. So I think he'd be cute sitting up. I could put him here too, maybe. Let me try it. I mean, I understand this is not a teddy bear farm or anything, but he's really cute and he's purple. So I thought he would be kind of cute to have up here somewhere. Oh yeah, he is purple. He's real purple. Okay, Joe, put your little fence builder away. Oh my gosh, he is so big, I can't even get around him. That is not gonna work. What about if I go from this direction? Can I put him down there? No, that is how big he is. Wow. All right, I don't think he's gonna fit like anywhere. over there. He could maybe go in this little crevice. I have no idea. It's just amazing. He takes up so much space. Jeez Louise. Why can he go against the edge there, but I can't get by him? Like, what on earth is happening here? I feel like he's like a little advertisement, you know? Kind of cute. All right, let's go back over here. So I do have some other things too, but I want to kind of cover them up because they're not, I don't like them by themselves standing. They're kind of weird. So let me see. I'll show you. It's the flower stand. No, not that. That. It also takes up a lot of space. Really pretty flowers, but kind of looks like, I don't know. Do you feel like maybe you're going to a funeral? Don't you feel like that? I feel like it's a funeral stand. But I don't have a lot of purple. So I thought, what if I do that and then I put like one of these guys in front of it or something? And that might kind of make it look a... Hello? Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it. See how the clearance area in front of it is kind of a lot. So... Yas. I mean, it kind of blocked it, but kind of didn't. So I could still put it there, but it's not going to fully block the section of it. And it might look kind of weird just sitting up here like this. Yeah, maybe instead I'll put some flowers around below it, like some lavender. Can I jump over there? No. Flower stand. I think I'm gonna have to move you. Maybe I'll move it here if it'll go. No. See, they're really big. They take up a good amount of space. That's not what I was looking for either. I do love these new flower planters, though. They're really pretty. This guy. Hello. There we go. Alright, and then let me plant some lavender in front and see if that helps how it looks. I don't think it's going to, though. It doesn't. It doesn't help at all. Let me see. Yes, I just don't love it. I wish there was a way to cover up the bottom and just make it not look so, I don't know. We're here to celebrate the loss of so-and-so. I'm gonna go ahead and put this planter in here. And we're just gonna go in with our handy dandy lavender, which is what we're doing anyways. So let me just put a bunch of that up here, because this is a lavender field. I told you there would be a lot. I don't know about this one. I could put a planter in front of this one, and that might kind of, this one might be hidden a little better. And then between that and planting a bunch of lavender around, maybe that'll help it. I don't know. Oh, I can't even plant right there. There's nowhere to plant around this. Okay. Let's take that off. What if I do fencing in front of it? What if I do that? Let's try it. How far out do you have to be? Way far out. Oh my goodness. It's just really hard. There is like literally no, there's literally no other options kind of, you know? So yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. So we're just gonna take it out. And instead, I think I'll just put some cute little pieces of fencing back here, as if the lavender is supposed to grow up the fencing or something like that. And then we'll just plant a few of the lavender bushes out in front of it, and maybe call it a day on this this little hill here. I'm not feeling very creative either, so that probably isn't helping anything. Let me put a bush or two in, though. That would also be helpful to have a little something different. I think I forgot to put bushes in my pocket, though, didn't I? Yep, let me grab some. I'll be right back. All right, I got my bushes and that looks really cute. I love that. So we're just going to maybe go with that, and that is going to be our fill in for this hill because it's really adorable. Oh wait, I think I wanted that. I'm trying to mimic what's next to it, but because that hill's in the way, it's not going to allow me to do that. So let me put it like right here. That might be a little more close to what the other one is doing. And then I love that they're blooming right now. I didn't even ask them to do that. Amazing. What time of year is it right now? Let me see the date. Oh, July. Okay, so these bloom in July. We might be keeping it in this time frame. That's kind of what I was looking for, was a summer time frame. So literally, if that will work, I'm gonna do it because I wouldn't mind if the blue and the purple ones are bloomed because that'll help those areas. And I also don't mind if the other areas don't have any bloomed because they'll be fine without it. You know what I mean? So I think that works. All right, got the hill done. The lazy JoJo has gotten her hill done. All right, and then Static's house down here needs a little help as well. We've got to figure out what we're gonna do with his house. And then I need to put some flowers up on this section right here. So let's get that in here. I wish I could put fencing in here, but with the house in the way, it is not possible. So, kind of stuck with that, but that's okay. I could put some fencing along the edge right here to kind of make it look more like a bridgey area, bridgey moment. So I might do that. Let's try it. Let's put a little bit of fencing here and here. And then we'll put a couple pieces here. Don't even mind the flowers sticking out. All right, and then we'll put some here just to kind of keep it looking bridgey, I guess, in this region. All right, and then let me see what we can do over here. We do have some butterflies and things, so I'm thinking we can go ahead and maybe put down a couple of these stools and put some butterflies on top of that. And that would be kind of cute to have the butterflies making an appearance. Great purple model. It's the only purple in-game butterfly, and to be honest, I feel like the only purple is on the bottom portion of the wing. The top looks very blue, but I don't know what else I can do about that, unfortunately. All right, let me put a bush right here because purple. Whoops. There's no, what? Yes, there is. I'm just standing in the way, apparently. There we go. I knew it would work. All right, and we're gonna plant our hyacinths in here. Just a few of those, whatever will work. Okay. And then I think this, I gotta take this guy out of here. This is not a hyacinth. I think it got put here before we decided to go all hyacinths here. So, yeah, okay, perfecto. And then I am gonna go ahead and plant one little lonely hyacinth right in the middle there to kind of cover that space. So that finishes second level. Now we have to worry about this bottom portion. What I wanted to do is, first of all, over here, I do have some cute little purple duckies, and so I want to put some of those around here. Let me put a couple of designs on the ground that they can kind of just be sitting on. I think that would be really cute. Let's see, one of them could be sitting on some mushies. We can put one here sitting on a little, whoops, I can't function, sitting on a little flower ring or something to that effect. This one. And then we're gonna still put another one like over here. And that one could have this flower or something to sit on. Let's see. These guys would be cute. Perfect. And yeah, and then let me look at these again. These go which direction? Sideways. Okay, so I went ahead and put this table over here when I was doing the beach. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it quite yet, but you know, it's cute. Let me find the little ducky. I think he's sitting around. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Put him out. And there he goes. And then here we'll put another one. Cool. And then this one can go here. I like how they came out all facing a different color. That was very helpful, actually. They're kind of joining in the fun here. Alright. I do have a little fencing to put down here. I thought that would be cute along the water. This does mean, however, you won't really be able to go down there to walk. So you would have to jump over this way and then walk this direction in order to get over to here, which is fine. It is fine. You can get to it from the beach too. So I'm gonna just roll with it at this point. Really, girlfriend? Okay, got that. And let's put a little bit more over here. Oh my gosh. Non-functioning JoJo. I don't want it to be completely enclosed, so I'm just going to put a few along the edges here to kind of join it together, but I'm not going to cover it. Lord, how many times? Girlfriend. You're making me look like a silly goose. Alright, and then, so those match up. Let's put some bushes in here just to kind of make it look kind of neato. Fajito. Beautiful. And then I'm thinking we could do the planks to kind of go this direction up to his house. That might be kind of pretty. And then I think it will jump over there on the top. Yes. And over here. Yeah, that's pretty. And let's shift it a little bit. So let's see if we can get it to go where we want it to go. Oh, no. No, we can't because JoJo needs to stand in the square above it. So there's that. This game, I'm telling you, very feisty. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep moving because otherwise it'll go on the right-hand side. That's just the way it flies. So anytime you put a pattern down, it goes right where you're standing and right above you. Then it would go to the right, then the left top. Then it will go this way and this way, then this way, then this way, then the middle. So yeah, it's just one of those. It's just one of those things. Yeah. All right, let me get this finished up here. I think I need to shift it one more. We'll put this down and then shift it one more when we get over there. I wish I had this where I could put a three-piece or something, but I just don't have it. I don't have the room or at all. Whoops, I didn't want that to go there. I want it to go up here. Yeah, see how it's kind of halfway? It is. So I'm gonna have to put like another design right here. Whoops. Right here because it doesn't fit. It does not fit. And what can we do? Let's just do a little mushy up by his house. There we go. Yeah, that works. Okay. We also need to continue the path towards his home this way. So I will definitely put a little more pathing in here. Let me get my dirt code going and we'll do that before, you know, I get too far along here and too carried away with all the lavender and such. All right, and then we need a space in between, and then we need this. We'll just put some squares in between these. I don't want it to be too full of circles, you know. This way. Perfect. And then we'll turn these into circles as we have been doing. And I will cover them with some pathing. And then that just kind of leads us over to his house as well. So he's not, you know, whatever. And then I can't figure out like what to do with his house. I was thinking he's kind of probably the farmer. He owns the store up above kind of thing. But I don't know what's a good way to, you know, make it work. So let's see. Let's do the darker flowers here. There we go. Get that out of the way. I knew that was going to happen. Let's get the quilty looking one here. Yeah, that's a lot of times what happens. It just flies everywhere, you know. I'm hoping that I can make a cool rock garden over by my pink area for the last build that's coming up, because that is my goal, is to have the rock garden over there. So we'll see if this thing is going to be reliable or not. I don't know. All right, let's get that out of there. And then, yeah, I'm thinking I'll go ahead and put a few squares of just sand or something in here so it doesn't get in the way, but still, you know, shows we're walking that way. Let's do another one like maybe right here. And then let's just put some patterns in there. Let's see, we can do... this one here, and then we can do this one over here so that it's different. And then we could just put like, I don't know what, maybe this one next to itself, which, all right, and then let me just put a few more little flowers and stuff in there and we'll be good to go. So we'll put a couple of these little rosies in here. And yep, and then let's put one or two mushies maybe, and those little petals. Actually, let's do the petals over here. Perfect. And I want to leave some room for some lavender along here too, so try not to overdo that portion of things. I think another bush would look really cute over here, just in that little niche. And also right here, actually. And then, let's see. Let's put another, let's put some lavender. I don't know what will go around this bear, but let's try it. Nothing, just that one plant. That's super annoying. This one's also taken, see, it won't even let you plant in the front of it. Just right behind me, but not in front of it there. So let me see if I can get some more lavender in this way. Could put another bush right there. That might actually look nicer. All right, let me finish placing the flowers and stuff, what I was gonna do here, and then I'll come back and show you how that looks. I also need to put a tree or two. So let's plant a tree in right here. I think I'm gonna put a hardwood. Let's see what it blocks though. Oh, it's perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then right here, let's put another little tree. I'm gonna put the smaller size, medium young hardwood, which means I need to bury an apple or something behind it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these here apples and plant it so that that is stunted. So that's how we keep that smaller. And then, yeah, I'm gonna fill in some lavender and stuff around here. I have a little milk container that I made it look like the top tank. So I'm gonna put a couple of those around, just like he's, you know, the collector of things down here. And so, yeah, let me do that, and then I will be back with you momentarily. So, okay, I think I have an idea for the rest of this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plop these things down. So we have a pile of Zen cushions here, and I want that to be kind of over here in the corner. I do want to make sure we can still walk through here, so I can't really put too much on the other side of things, you know. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Let's put a Zen cushion here, and then let's put our little regular circular cushion in the middle. And then on this side, I thought we would put this little umbrella. Place that. Do I like how it's sitting? Yes, I do. Okay. And then here, we're going to put our cookies, because I got us some cookies. Oh, no, I didn't want to present them. Plus, they're the only ones that have like a tiny look of purple to them. There's not a lot of purple desserts or anything like that. So yeah, that kind of keeps that open. Still a little picnic and stuff, but you know, it works. And then I thought over here we can go ahead and put like another log down, and let's throw down our butterfly. Oh God, did I just drop it? Hello? I think that must have, yes, gone here. Place it. Why would it go to drop? I mean, seriously. Okay. And then we have our butterfly here, so let's throw that down. Place that. Okay, beauty. All right, and then the rest of these, literally just we're gonna throw in some lavender in this area here. All right, on this side here, Static is trying to push me. Rude, bro, rude. I'm gonna go ahead and put a bush over here just to fill in this little spot. All right, so let's throw that down in there. Now, here's what I'm not sure of. My idea is I want to put a gazebo in here. I don't know if that's going to work out. I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and put down some flower codes in here, a bunch of them conglomerated together just to, you know, fill in this space, because it'll look more like there's a bunch of flowers growing in here rather than, you know, I don't know, something odd. I think it might fit. I just don't know how far. I think I can only go back that far, right? It's 3 by 3, so that might work. But my idea is to go ahead and put down the gazebo right here. Yeah. Okay, that worked. And then in front of the gazebo, here's the other part. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I wanted to put this little pond. But it's the one, it's kind of big too. So let's see if it'll work. Oh, yay! Okay, it's gone in. It's just kind of huge. And I can't, okay, let me see if I can move it. I don't want to hear from anybody on that either. Okay, that goes back. I think that works. I mean, it's not ideal, but I think it's good enough for what we're trying to get accomplished here. So we still have a walkway, and I can still put in a bunch of I can still put in like a bush here and some more lilies, lavender, aka hyacinth over here. So let me do that and fill this in. I probably should have put another tree or something over here. Let me see what's going on where I could maybe put a little tree, because it feels a little bit like it needs a tree of life of some kind. Maybe I'll take this mushy one out and we'll pop in a smaller tree here. Don't have any pine trees this direction, but I kind of don't want them over here. So, now if I do a large one, I'm gonna have to plant. Okay, Static, you're ruining my chi, buddy. All right, let's do this one. There we go. And then I guess I could take one of the lavenders out. You can't really see it anyway back there. So let me just do that, and I'll plant my apple right here. because that won't really inhibit anything, I don't think. Beautiful. And then I'm going to put some more lavender along here wherever I can fit it. And then this build, y'all, is going to be done. So we'll have the purple section finished. I'm so excited. Yeah, that is about all that's going to fit in here. I could put one bush right here, and that would actually maybe accent it just a little bit better. Yes, let's do that. That will be purple when we go through later on, but you know, whatever. This is great. Okay, let's go do let's get this off my head here. And let's go do a little walkthrough and see what everything turned out as and say goodbye. All right, well, we are finished with our purple area. We're gonna head over there and take a little tour of how it turned out. So we've got this little walkway that heads on in. We've got our little pergola and our little river of lavender over here. And then if you go on up the stairs here, you've got your walkway that goes up to our lavender farm. And so we're gonna head up this direction. Still can see that beautiful castle. I did put some trees in here though. Takes a little bit of the majestic look away, but you know what, it's okay. It's still there, I promise. And then we're gonna head over here to our little lavender farm store, where you can come over and grab your lavender based products over here. And yeah, we've got this little lavender store. Best I could do, you know, with what we have in the allowances for this one, you know. And then if you walk over this direction, you can't really go any further. So, but what I did on the second level of this was just put some flowers, bushes, fencing. You can see it here, but just to line the top, you know, just to make it cohesive or whatever. All right, and then we're gonna head on back down to this area where we are greeted with our ginormous teddy bear. I just love him. I wanted to use him. We've got a little lavender stuff left over here where Static is, you know, has his house. He's storing stuff up for sale. And then we've got our little picnic area over here, and of course he's got nowhere to store stuff, so it's everywhere. And then if you just walk this way, we've got our little duckies over here hanging out by the water. All right, and then this little area here, you know what I forgot to do? Here's the last area here. I forgot to put my colorful juice on top of this table. So we're gonna do that right now while we're standing here. Let's do that. So we've got that. Perfect. Let me turn the table because, you know, we want a couple of those on here. No, 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 no. Like, girl, no, we're not showing it off this time. All right, there's our little colorful drinks. They have a tiny bit of purple in there, so we're just gonna call them good. And then here's our little beach area that heads on over to this section. And we did do mostly lavender around on this area too, but I did use all the shell items and different flowers out on the beach. And then, of course, I mean, hello, we had to do an eggplant garden. It would not be JoJo Crosses if I did not work in an eggplant garden for all of you who definitely realize they're not that bad, okay? And then this area is just filler back here. You really can't see it anyways, but there's lots of trees and lavender and flowers over there. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this this build today. Purple is a hard color, I will say. There's not a lot of in-game stuff that allows for it to be too easy to do, so unless you want to do like a mermaidy island or something, you're kind of stuck. But we're kind of more farm core / cottage core over here, and yeah, so I appreciate you watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one, which is our last color, pink. And we will be doing that on the next one. All right, have a great day, everyone, and I appreciate you. Bye.